See now, you are going to study about subset. Subset, I'll explain. What is this? This is the symbol of subset. If you write like this is the symbol. Instead of writing subset of, you can write this symbol. What is what is the meaning of subset? If say set A is said to be a subset of set B. Set A is said to be a subset of set B. If, when will you say subset? If every element of A, each and every element of A is also an element of set B. Each and every element of set A is also an element of set B. Thus, see here how I am writing the symbol. Set A is subset of B. Set A is subset of B. If element A, this is an element A, belongs to set A. This implies element A belongs to set B. Then only you can say A is subset of B. This is the symbol subset of B. I will explain one example. Example 1. Let set A is equal to 2, 4, 6. Set B is equal to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Can we say set A is subset of B? What is the meaning of subset? Each and every element. 2, 4, 6. Yes. Set B has 2, 4, 6. We can say set A is subset of set B, or A is subset of B. Set A is, why I am writing set? Whenever you read this subset, whenever you read or whenever you use this subset, you should not say A subset B. Set A is subset of set B. So how will you read it? Set A is subset of set B. Whereas belongs to, whenever you will just use the word element while using this belongs to. Whenever you talk about subset, you have to read set A is subset of set B. Okay, I will ask, can I say set B is subset of set A? What is B? What is the number of terms in B? B has 5 numbers. What are the 5 numbers? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There are 5 terms in B. 5 elements are in B. But in set A, we have only 3. 8 and 10 are missing. So, B, set B is not a subset of set A. If you write this symbol and cross means what? Not a subset. It is set A is subset of set B. Set A is subset of set B. Set B is not a subset of set A. Note it down. One more example I will give you. See the second example. If A is equal to 1, 2, 3, set B is equal to 1, 3, 5. You have to check whether which set is subset of what. Can I say set A is subset of set B? No. Why? This element 2 belongs to A. Element 2 belongs to set A, whereas this element 2 does not belong to set B. Therefore, set A is not a subset of B. See here I am writing. Here set A is not, how will you read this? Not a subset. Set A is not a subset of set B. Because, what is the reason? Because element 2 belongs to A, but element 2 does not belongs to B. This is the reason. 1, 2, 3. Here you have 1 and 3, whereas this 2 is missing. That is why element 2 belongs to A, but element 2 does not belong to B. Therefore, set A is not a subset of set B. Note. What is this symbol? Phi. Phi is subset of set A. Also, phi is subset of set B. Note it down. Phi is subset of all the sets. All the sets have phi. So we can say phi is the subset of all the sets. That's all. Note it down. You have an idea of subset now. Identify whether the following is finite or infinite set. First we have done in the first one, what you have done, empty or non-empty. Now finite or infinite. Finite means countable number of terms. First of all, after seeing the question itself, and so on is there. So this denotes what? Infinite set. Okay, what is this? It is multiple of 5. Why? 5, 10, 15, 20 is there. Okay, if this question is given to you, if you are asked, write in set builder form. How will you write? X such that X is a multiple of 5, comma, what about X you will define? Multiple of 5 means okay, and so on it is going. You will define X as it is more than 0. X is more than 0, or you can write more than 2, more than 3, more than 4. So it is set builder form. So what is the answer you will write for this as? Answer is infinite set. It is infinite set. See the second question. The set of all points on a given line. One line is there. How many points are there in a line? This we have done in 5th onwards. Innumerable points. You cannot count it. There are so many points. So what is this? This is a good example for infinite set. Infinite set. We cannot count the points. How many points? 1000 points, 10,000. We don't know. Infinite set. See the C part. How will you read it? See the set builder form. X such that X belongs to R. What is meant by R? It is real number. X belongs to R and define X. X is more than 0 but less than 1. X is more than 0 but less than 1. Okay, you will think more than 0 and 1 there are only very few points. No. 0.5, 0.555. We have done in 10th class, 9th class, real number, rational number, irrational number. In many terms you can write between 0 to 1. So this is again infinite set. That's all. You have to identify the terms. Whether we can count means you write finite set. If you cannot count, it is infinite set. Now see the next question. Here I have given all the 4 parts. All are infinite set. Finite means easily you can do it if you can count. If I give 1, 2, 3. What is this? Finite set, because we have only 3 terms. Now see the D part. The set of all circles passing through the origin. Okay, with radius 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc., etc., etc. You can draw infinite number of circles. So it is once again infinite set. Because if this is the origin, say 0, 0, you can draw so many circles. So it's the set of all circles passing through the origin. Circles would pass through the origin. You can draw so many circles passing through the origin. It is infinite set. So if you draw the figure, this is the origin. How many circles you can draw? So many circles you can draw passing through the origin. Therefore, we cannot count 1, 2, 3, so many with different radius you can draw. It is infinite set. That's all. Next, note it down. Now see, I will explain next. Cardinal number. How to identify the number of terms. Cardinal number means what? Number of terms in that set you have to write. Cardinal number. See here, 2 is repeated twice and 5 is repeated twice, but you have to count only once. So what is the cardinal number? 2, 3, 4, 5. How many numbers are there? You will write 4 terms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You do not write 6 because 2 and 5 are repeated. So what is n of a? How will you write the answer? You will write the answer as you will get in 1 mark such questions. You will write answer n of a is equal to 3. Why 3? Here you will take the terms are n of a is 2, 3, 4, 5. N of a is 4. So what is the answer? 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not 6. 6 terms are there. 6 number is there, but 2 and 5 is repeated. So n of a is equal to 4. See B part. The set of vowels in this word mathematics. So you call this set as P is equal to set of all vowels in this word mathematics. So n of P is equal to identify the vowels A, E, I. One more A is there, but you have to count only once. 1, 2, 3. So what is n of cardinal number? It is 3. You have to identify the vowels A, E, I, A. A is repeated, so 3 terms. N of P is 3. Come to the last question of cardinal number. Set builder form x such that x belongs to natural number and x minus 1 and x plus 2 is equal to 0. It is a quadratic equation. You know factor is given to you. How will you solve it? You solve it. If you solve, either x minus 1 is equal to 0 or x plus 2 is equal to 0. X is equal to 1 and x is equal to minus 2. 1. This 1 belongs to natural number, whereas this minus 2 does not belong to natural number, because natural number starts from 1 onwards. Minus 2 does not belong to natural number. So you write what is the cardinal number of this set? N of, what is the name of this set? B. N of B is equal to number of terms in set B is only 1. Why? There are 2 roots for this x. X has 2 roots. But among the 2 roots, how many natural number you have? Only 1. This 2 you won't include. Only this is there. Note it down. Today is the second lecture, sets. I'll explain these definitions. Then later on I will be sending the definition also. First I will explain what is meant by empty set. Empty set, other name, null set or null set, or we can say this as void set. Empty set, null set, void set, all are one and the same. Empty set, set itself, the word itself has the meaning empty. It has nothing inside the set. You won't write any element. Empty set contains no element at all. Either you can write this or this phi symbol. This is the symbol of empty set. Either you write start the set curly bracket and close it. Inside no element is there. Or phi. This is once again Greek letter phi. Either of this you can use. So empty set means the set has no element. That is null set or void set. Non-empty, opposite of empty is non-empty. Even if the set contains one term, set has at least one term is called a non-empty set. It is not empty. It has even one element, two element, 10 elements, infinite. It is called what? Non-empty set. Quite often we will use this. X is a non-empty set. Non-empty means it has the term. It contains term. Singleton set. Single means what? One. Set has, singleton set means set has only one element. If the set has only one element, it is called a singleton set. Example, start the set 4. Set contains how many terms? Only one term. Only one element is called a singleton set. Single. The word itself has the meaning. Finite. What is the meaning of finite? Set has countable terms. I will give the definition afterwards. You can copy the definition in words. Countable number of terms. You can count the set. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 terms are there. 10 terms are there. Finite set. Infinite. The word itself has infinite. Set has uncountable terms. Infinite set means uncountable. I'll give you one example. All prime numbers, all natural numbers, all prime numbers we cannot count. Starting from 2, it will go till infinity. All prime numbers. So I have explained what is meant by empty set, non-empty, singleton, finite. Infinite means uncountable. All prime numbers, etc., 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 and so on. Wherever you find and so on, you can write that as infinite set. Now I will explain what is meant by cardinal number. Other name, order of a set. Means you will count. Example of this is, if set A has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is the meaning of cardinal number? Count the number of elements in this. Number of A or order of A. Anything you can say. Cardinal number means number of terms in A. What is n of A means what? Number of terms in set A. Okay. How many elements are there in set A? 5. So, what is the cardinal number of A? 5. Note it down. Next, I will explain what is meant by equal sets. You will be given 2 sets. For example, let me write. Set A contains red, blue, white. Set B contains, say, red ball, blue ball, white ball. Set B contains blue, white, red. Anything you take, cube or red color, red ball, red diamond, anything you take. Now see, set A, you have 2 sets here, set A and set B. Set means what? If it is with inside curly bracket, that means it is a set. If you write, for example, red, blue, white, it is not a set. You have to use only this notation, only this curly bracket. This is the set notation. Now I am saying set A is equal to B. I will come to the definition now. If 2 sets have equal number of elements, and each and every element is the same thing, then only the 2 sets are equal sets. Now, what is a Set A is equal to B equal set n of A is equal to n of B. Number of terms 3, number of terms 3, but to say equal set, see the color red. Here it is first, whereas in set B it is in third. That doesn't matter. Red is red, blue here also blue, white is also white. So equal sets means same number of terms. It is exactly the same thing. One more example I will give you. This is example 1. I will give one simple example, example 2. Set A contains A, B, C. Set B contains B, C, A. Set A is equal to set B. Yes. Why? ABC, here it is BCE. Number of terms as well as each and every term is equal. Then only you can say the two sets are equal. Note it down. See, now we will practice questions for those definitions. First come to the first question. Check whether the following is empty or non-empty set. Empty means I told you inside the set no term is there. Non-empty means opposite of empty, some element is there. Now read the first one. Set of all even prime numbers. Set of all even prime numbers. What are they? Set of all even prime numbers, whether it is empty or non-empty. What is meant by prime number? Prime number starts from 2, 3, 5 onwards. 2 is the only even prime number. Remaining all, you will get odd number only. So tell me whether it is empty or non-empty set. It is non-empty set, because what is the answer you have? The answer is 2. Set has the element. So what is the answer you will write for this? The answer of this is, it is non-empty set. Set contains one element. So it is non-empty set. Second is, set of all even prime numbers which is greater than 2. There is no prime number, even prime number more than 2. 3 onwards all are odd. So it is what? Null set. Or, but here you have to write the answer as empty or non-empty. So here answer is what? Null set. Either you use this symbol or you can write 5. But here what will you write the answer? Your answer is, it is empty set. I think it will be clear to you what is meant by empty set. See the third example. X, see here you are given set builder form. X, how will you read it? X such that x square is equal to 4, comma, x is an odd integer. So if x square is equal to 4, you know if you solve it, what are the terms you will get? X is equal to plus or minus 2. So is there any odd integer? No, both are even integer. Both are even. Plus 2 and minus 2 is even number, even integer. So you want odd integer. So what is the solution you will write? Null set. It is empty set. What is the answer you will write? It is empty set. Empty set, what is the symbol? Phi or null set. So wherever you find this set notation, curly bracket, no term and phi, it is called what? Empty set, null set, void set. So 3 sums I have given. So after reading the statement, you have to think whether it is empty or non-empty. I will give similar questions as homework. Note it down. Under subsets, we are going to solve 3-4 sums. Set A is equal to, you are given to you, say true or false. Set 1 is a subset of set A. It is false because here 1 is not a set, 1 is an element here. You have to see the previous 2 conditions I have given. That is why it is false. Now see the second question. Curly bracket 1 is a subset of set A. It is true because element 1 belongs to set curly bracket 1 and element 1 belongs to A. Third part, set curly bracket 3 comma 4 is a subset of set A. It is false because element 3 comma 4 belongs to curly bracket 3 comma 4, but elements 3 comma 4 does not belong to set A. Therefore, it is false. See fourth part now. Continuity of third. See the difference. What is the difference between third and fourth? Double curly bracket 3 comma 4 subset of set A. It is true because curly bracket 3 comma 4, or you can say curly bracket 3 comma 4 belongs to double curly bracket 3 comma 4, and this 3 comma 4 belongs to set A. It is very much there. Curly bracket 3 comma 4 belongs to set A. Curly bracket 3 comma 4 belongs to set A. Come to fifth part. Phi subset of set A. It is true because phi is a subset of all the sets. This we have written already. Phi is a subset of all the sets. So it is true. Now see this one. It is curly bracket phi is a subset of set A. It is false because element phi belongs to curly bracket phi, but element phi does not belong to set A. It is not there. That is why it is false. See the seventh part. If set A1 is equal to, it is given to you, then set curly bracket phi is a subset of set A1. Check whether it is true. It is true because this element phi belongs to set curly bracket phi and element phi belongs to set A1. Element phi is there in set A1. Come to eighth part, slight different. What is the difference? Here curly bracket phi is given. Here simply phi, here it is curly bracket phi. Then set double curly bracket phi is a subset of set A2. Yes, it is true because element curly bracket phi belongs to set double curly bracket phi and element phi belongs to set A2. Element phi belongs to set A2. Therefore, element curly bracket phi belongs to set A2. Curly bracket phi is very much there. Element curly bracket phi belongs to set A2. This is element curly bracket phi set A2. It is there. Therefore, it is true. You can go through these 8 parts. The subsets will be more clear to you. I will be sending some sums. After understanding this, you can fill up true or false. Lecture 3 today. Subsets, we have written the definition already. Now some few concepts regarding subsets I will explain. Say true or false. First question. Say true or false. Element A belongs to A comma B comma C set. A comma B comma C. Whether element A belongs to this element A is there? Yes. So what will you write? It is true. Come to B part. Set A does not belong to A comma B comma C. It is also true. This is curly bracket A. This is whether, tell me now whether this belongs to this? No. No. So here I have written curly bracket A does not belong to A comma B comma C. This is also true. See, third one, curly bracket A belongs to it is also true. I think belongs to is clear to you. A belongs to A comma B comma C. Element A, this is what? Element. So again, whether element, this curly bracket A belongs to A comma B comma C, does not belong to is given. It is not there. So it is true. Now curly bracket A, element curly bracket A belongs to A comma B comma C curly bracket A. Why it is true? Because this is there. That's all regarding belongs to. Note it down. Now the second question now. Set A is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 curly bracket 3 comma 4 comma 6. You have to identify. I am writing 5-6 parts. Say true or false. 1 belongs to A. Check whether number 1 is in set A or not. Yes, 1 is very much there, so it is true because element 1 belongs to set A. Now next, curly bracket 1 belongs to A. Is there any curly bracket 1 here? No, it is false because curly bracket 1 does not belong to set A. 3 belongs to A. Element 3 is there? No, 3 is not there. So it is false. 3 does not belong to set A. 3 curly bracket 3 comma 4. Curly bracket 3 comma 4 belongs to A. Identify 3 comma 4 curly bracket is there. Yes, it is very much present in set A. 5 belongs to A. Is there any 5 is there? No. False because element 5 does not belong to A. Note it down. If A1 is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 inside curly bracket 6 comma 5, then the question is check whether 5 belongs to A1. So you check whether element 5 is present in the set A1. Yes, it is here. So it is true. What is the reason? You will write here in this exercise. You will be asked, say true or false and write the reason. What is the reason? You will write element 5 belongs to set A1. See the second question. The same question, this 5, instead of giving separately, you are given, it is given inside curly brackets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, curly bracket 5. Is curly bracket 5 belongs to A2? Whether it is true or false, check whether curly bracket 5 is there. Yes, it is true because element curly bracket 5 belongs to A2. Note it down. Before doing sums, once again I will revise. It is the revision now. Subsets. See, set A is given as set A. You can read this as element of A. Curly bracket element of A. It is equal to A1, A2, A3. Set A contains A1, A2, A3. Set B. What are all in set B? What are the elements in set B? We call this as elements of B. What are all elements of B? B1, B2, B3, A1, A2, A3. 6 elements are there in set B. Now, A1 belongs to A means element A1 is in set A. A1 belongs to set A. How will you read it? Set A is subset of set B. This is the symbol of subset. This is the symbol of subset. How will you read it? A subset B. Set A is subset of set B means set A is a subset of set B. So whether you say subset or not, A, this symbol B means set A is a subset of set B. It is understood, and how will you read it? Like this. Now once again I will continue. See now, set A is a subset of set B means set A has A1, A2, A3, 3 terms. Are they in set B? Yes. Therefore, set A is a subset of set B. A1, A2, A3 are present in set B also. So, A is a subset of B. So, how will you read it? A is a subset of B. This you will read as set A is the subset of set B. What is the reason? It is very much present. Again, subsets. How to check whether set A is a subset of set B? How to check? What is the condition? Step 1. Check whether A and B are sets. That is, whether A is equal to set some elements and B is equal to curly bracket some elements are there. First we have to check for subset. First we have to check whether both are sets or not. Inside the set notation the elements are given or not. First condition. Step 2. Check whether each element of set A is also an element of set B. You have to check whether each and every element of set A inside the curly bracket, whatever element are there, that is in set B or not, you have to check it. If both are true, then you can say set A is subset of set B. Note it down.